Helldivers 2 is a newly released third-person shooter, which is a sequel to 2015's Helldivers, which was a top-down shooter video game. Starting the game from complete scratch can be boring and a little exhausting. Hence, in this video, I've got some beginner tips that will aid a lot during the initial hours of your play. These tips will not only help you get a better understanding of the game, but will also help you play the game more effectively than before. Stratagems are one of the most important part of your arsenal and play a crucial role in the game as they cover things like airstrikes, artillery, and more. It's important to work with your team to use them effectively against tough enemies. In the tutorial, you'll learn about 3 key stratagems. One brings in another diver, another is an orbital strike, and the third gives you a machine gun. You can pick different ones before each mission, so try them out to see what you like. These become your main tools early on and are managed at the computer on the ship before starting a mission. When you're in the middle of a fight, it's crucial to be quick with your stratagems. Even though they're powerful, you can use them whenever you need. Some have cooldowns or limited uses, but you can check that in the menu. You can even practice using them in a minigame on the ship called Stratagem Hero. In the game, you'll also find different currency types, such as requisition slips, which are earned by completing missions, which will eventually let you buy stratagems. So don't forget about your stratagems during missions. They can help with ammo, heavy weapons, and dealing with lots of enemies. In Helldivers 2, there are special healing items called Stims that can fix your character when they get hurt. These Stims are super important because they make your character completely healthy again and remove any bad effects from getting hurt. But you can only carry 4 of these healing Stims at a time, and when you get more during a resupply, you can only get 2 at a time because that's all that fits in the supply pack. So you have to be careful not to run out, especially because the game can get really tough. When you use one of these healing Stims, if you get hurt while your health is still going up, the healing keeps going until your health is full. So you can sometimes get hit right after using a Stim and still be okay. So save your healing Stims for when you really need them, like when you're almost about to die or when you have a lot of injuries. If you use them wisely, you'll have enough to last through the whole mission. When you reload, any ammo left in the old magazine is lost, emphasizing the importance of emptying every clip, especially considering the limited number of magazines you can carry for each weapon. While this design choice adds tactical depth and realism to the gunplay, it's puzzling if you don't know about this. If you find yourself constantly running out of ammo, be cautious not to reload too often. Notably, weapons with the rounds reload trait, usually shotguns, don't use magazines, eliminating concerns about bullet loss when using these firearms. It's not just about monitoring your ammo depletion, it's equally crucial to be mindful of when you reload. If you're running low on ammunition, don't forget to deploy a supply stratagem or explore the surroundings for points of interest, as there's usually plenty of scattered ammo. This advice goes beyond simply watching your ammo levels. It extends to being mindful of your reloading habits to avoid unnecessary waste. When you're on a mission, it's common to focus quickly on the main goals and objectives because the time limit in action. But this rush generally makes you miss important hidden spots with useful stuff like weapons and supplies, which can aid you further. These secret places are not on the usual path and are easy to ignore by most of the players. To find these hidden treasures, it's a good idea to explore away from your team as you move between objectives. Also, most maps have a hidden bonus goal waiting to be found. Completing these not only gives you more experience points, but also rewards you with extra items. The same goes for enemy outposts, which are marked in red on the mini-map. Even though you can always see them, planning ahead lets you decide whether to deal with them or avoid them based on the situation. Besides using your strong weapons, plans, and team support, the environment itself can help you. Look out for things like explosive tanks that you can pick up and strategically use to deal heavy damage against many enemies, which simply means that placing these items smartly can make a big difference. Some missions even involve the restoration of artillery weapons armed with missiles, which can be summoned as a stratagem from any location, offering an additional layer of tactical advantage. So, a good strategy that includes exploring, planning, and using resources wisely will make you more effective on the mission. Each mission planet is teeming with additional points of interest. These mysterious locations manifest as question marks on your compass when you approach them, sometimes appearing on the minimap due to artificial structures contrasting with the natural terrain. Most POIs are solo accessible, but bunkers, for instance, demand a collaborative effort for entry. Venturing to these POIs proves worthwhile, notwithstanding the time constraints of each mission. These locations often yield valuable loot to aid in mission objectives, such as extra ammunition, stims, or grenades. Special currency for upgrading your ship can also be uncovered in these POIs. In the game, there are 4 main types of currencies essential for enhancing your ship and loadout. Super credits facilitate store purchases, requisition slips secure stratagems as explained earlier, medals unlock rewards from warbans, and samples upgrade ship modules. While most currencies are earned through mission completion, samples stand are exclusively found on mission planets at points of interest. So, to optimize your mission experience, pay attention to radar dish points of interest. Activating these dishes unveils POIs on your map, marked with diamond symbols. These locations house rare loot, bunkers with medals and potent weapons, and enemy outposts. Taking the time to explore these radar-revealed spots not only benefits your arsenal, but also earns you valuable XP. Positioning also plays a crucial role in the game, and to deal with this, you should or at least try to rely on the waypoint system in your minimap and the ping system for multiplayer coordination. To set a waypoint, open the minimap, locate your destination, and drop a marker. This action makes the location appear on your compass at the top of the screen, significantly aiding in finding it. To have a more planned positioning, you should always try to make a basic plan before getting into the battle. Although you should keep your gameplay style aggressive from the start, but it is even better if you have a pre-planned way out of the battle if there is a need. So, planning and devising effective strategies together unlock a myriad of possibilities in dealing with enemies. You should always keep an eye on the placement of your teammates, or for the minimum, you should know about where they are at the very moment. So, being a bit scattered in the initial minutes of the game doesn't cost much. It is still better to be in close quarters, at least during battles. I hope this list of tips help you when just starting out in Helldivers. If you've got any tips you'd like pass along, share it with us in the comments. While you're here, be sure to check out beginner guides for other video games. One of your favorite games might be there too. For everything else gaming, keep it here. I'll see you all in the next video.